Kia ora. This little roller session or myofascial movement session is for those that have been doing an event or just feel a little bit stiff after maybe doing some running or whatever. So there's a few events like marathons, half marathons and that stuff happening around my area at the moment. So it may be happening around yours as well, or you've entered something. Also great to just day-to-day life, but we're going to get into it. So we are going to start with our feet, and we're going to get a lovely ball. Now you can do this standing or you can do it seated, it's up to you, but we do want to be putting as much pressure on the foot as we can with the ball. Hopefully you can see my ball all right. I also have a roller handy. If you've just got a short roller, that is perfectly fine. That's all you really need. So it's up to you. So what we're going to do is you can stand by a wall if you don't have particularly great balance, and you can just pop your foot on top of your roller and roll that out. Hopefully you're having a beautiful day wherever you're currently located. Looks very promising here. So we're just going to get the ball all around the foot. So you can use a tennis ball if you don't have one of these hard rubber ones. These hard rubber ones are just about $7 from Kmart. You can also use a golf ball. You're going to need to be near a wall anyway for the next step of the process. So we want to get all around the feet and just even to the side of the feet, so if you can angle that a wee bit. Some of you may have blisters, so just be careful on that. Okay, I'm going to move to the next side. A quick little roll around. And just side to side it a wee bit. You'll know because you'll have a bit of tenderness within under the feet, and it's normal for something. It's a long one. Just getting into the side. Okay, righty. From here, we're going to get the ball, and we're actually going to stick it just above our butt. Okay, and we're just going to go side to side a wee bit, depending on your event. So say if you did a swimming event as well, or biking, like mountain biking or something, you can move this ball wherever the source space is for you, okay? So I'm just going to go hard into the wall, and I want you just to go and search for these spots. So the key here is you're kind of an investigator on what's going on in your body right now, and we want to like search and find what's going on, okay? So find the little knots, and once you find them, just take a moment, kind of lean into it a wee bit, and just feel the intensity of it in some cases, and then move on. You can go back to that spot. Hopefully after a few seconds of leaning on it, it actually, when you go back to it, it just feels a little bit less intense. That's the goal anyway. So I've got it just above my butt, into that lower back, and then we're going to go into the other side. So work your way around. Remember, you can do this anywhere on your body. So if it's sore somewhere, it doesn't necessarily have to be where I'm doing it. And you can also spend plenty of time here, so you can go over the whole place, okay? You can pause me and just do your thing and then move on when the time is right. Okay, and the important thing is to not forget about the sides. Especially if you have things like tight hips, that kind of stuff can be quite intense. And I haven't even done an event and it's feeling pretty intense right now. So I'm going to go into the side now. So you can also get into the side under your armpit as well. Around just above your knee, all the places. Wherever things feel a bit niggly or nasty. That's it. And just lean into it. Just gonna lean. So leaning whichever way works for you. So down by my butt, I'm around kind of my underwear line at the moment. I'm trying to lean forward to push it into the wall. Sometimes at the top of your shoulders, you do need to lean back. Just whatever works, okay? I prefer doing it this way. Can be a little bit less intense than going directly onto the ball on the floor, but whatever works for you, because it's your body. And leaning forward a wee bit here for me, just to get in around, help those hips out. Cool. Righty. So from here, this is where we're going to put the ball to the side, and then we're going to use a roller. For the purpose of today, I'm just going to use my shorter roller because that's all we really need. So depending on what kind of event you had, may also determine where you plan on using the roller. So basically how we're going to run it today, just going to adjust, is we're going to do the front of your legs because I always find it doesn't matter what you've done, you're always going to be sore there. We're going to do your lower back and your glutes and your calves. And then we can do a bit of a thoracic ironing up the back. But remember, if there's an area that you feel a little bit nasty with, or feels a little bit nasty for you, you can always focus on that, okay? So we're just going to come forward and back, so starting around the pubis and coming down to the top of the knees and just kind of roll forward and back from your elbows. So about 3 or 4 here. And then I just want you to take a moment and settle in a bit of a spot. And I want you to kind of go side to side slightly. And then come up a little bit. Or down, in my case, sorry. So side to side a little bit. And then down. Righty, from here, we're staying in this position. I want you to lock your big toes together and push your heels away from each other. So pull them apart and then get into there. So a couple of quick little nasty ones here. Then we're going to go heels away from each other and toes are flared away, so they're pulling away. Heels are together, toes are away from each other, same thing. Up and down. Right. From here, this can be quite difficult to see, but I want you to get the roller and you're going to pop your top of your leg on it. So one leg and the other leg is just going to go out to the side, okay? So we're just going to place ourselves on there to start off with. I'm going to move back very slightly. Okay, so we're in that position. So our other leg, which you can't really see, it's a hard one, is out, bent out, and then we're just going to a little roll to the very top of our quad, but really focusing on around that hip, rectus femoris, hip flexor area. Okay, from here, this is up to you if you want to do it, and we're going to get into the very top of the IT band, lower part of the TFL. So what the band stems from. We're not going to roll. It's up to you if you want to roll. Rolling's not really going to do much to it other than cause you a lot of pain. But we're going to go onto our side. So our foot, I'll try and adjust. So from here, it's always a hard one to get the angle right. So you got your top of the thing, your leg that's on the roller is straight, the other one was bent, and then you're just going to roll onto your side, and you're just going to stay there a little bit. Find the spot that kind of hurts. We're not rolling up and down. I mean, you can if you want, but you don't have to. Just going to hold it, come forward and back a little bit. Just putting that pressure on it, and then down. Okay, other side. See if we can get some better angles on it. Not really. I'll go this way. Still not a great angle, but we're just holding it there, remember, on that hip. And then you can stay there. I'm just going to completely change my angle so you can see again, because we're doing the other leg and it will look better. So from here, we're going to come to the side. Now this hip for me is way more painful than the other side. It's my hip that everything happens on this side of the body. And you can come forward and back. The other side's my lazy side. Okay. Now, from here, coming off. Right, we're going to go to the back now. We're going to sit on it. We're going to start with the glutes. Okay, we're going to go up for the lower back a little bit, and then we're going to go down and do hamstrings and calf muscles, okay? So, real fun parts of the body, but often the very tight spots. Okay, so I always get people to just give it a wee kind of we roll before we get right into the glutes here. Excuse me. All right, from here, ankle on the thigh, okay? And then we're just going to come up. So you're pivoting off that one foot here. And we're going to lean towards the side where the knee is currently up. Okay, try and get right in there, okay? And then from here, other side, the ankle goes on the thigh, and we lean into that one as well. Good times, eh? Good times. And then from here, we're going to just roll just the top of the butt. Give myself a bit of a wedgie. And in track pants today, I just thought, you know what? I'm not going to get into tights. I'm going to let my legs breathe. Right, so we're just slowly working our way. Now what I like to do is angle the knees to one side a wee bit and get into the side of that back, okay? Sometimes it's often missed. People often go mainly just the middle part of the back or around the spine, side to side here. Okay, so we're going to come off. We are going to get our legs on it. So we're going to have one foot is going to be, I'm pretty sure we're on this side. So one foot is going to be on the floor. Now this can be quite difficult on people with weak wrists. So just be aware of that. We are going to come up and we are going to pivot off that foot that's flat, okay? And I want you to turn your other foot, so the one that's straight, into different angles, okay? You will have to readjust yourself a wee bit. Can be a little bit difficult. Flex your foot as well, so you're not constantly holding it tight. Cool, spend as much time on that as you want, but I am moving over. So this is the one that needs a bit more love than the other one. So remember, play around with the feet, the one that's long. And get in, and I'm just going to angle it this way as well. Everything's all funny when you're doing these ones, okay? So remember, you can pause yourself wherever you need to. I'm moving on to the calf muscles, and a similar thing applies here. You can do it a couple of different ways. So you can have your foot on your side of the roller, excuse me, and then you can lift off there. Again, it's quite intense on the wrist. Or you can roll the foot, you can do both of these, side to side a wee bit. And then you just adjust. So you want to be pushing the leg into the roller. And it also depends on how tender or how tight things are. Because if they're very, very tight, you probably scream trying to roll those calf muscles out. So it can be a very intense part of the body. So you can either lift yourself up like so, or do it this way, or do both. That is completely up to you. This could be the way doing it to get yourself kind of warmed up to the idea, or getting your body to desensitize to it essentially. So rolling side to side. So I'm going to do this first, and then I'm going to come back. You can also do both calves at the same time, but that's going to be extremely hard on your arms and upper body, especially for my hypermobile people. Okay, so just side to side a wee bit. And then side to side here. I'm going to try and do both. So hands behind you, and you just come forward and back. I don't love doing it this way. I like to angle stuff, mainly because I hate having my hands in this position. Alrighty. So remember, pause, keep going on the area that you feel you need to work on the most. There's other things you can do as well in terms of getting your ball in there. So you just roll that around with your hand, putting as much pressure. You can also put the ball under your leg and do it that way as well. Take time to do it. There's always different options as well that you don't have to directly roll on it. So we're going to finish off soon. We're going to get into the upper back, give the chest a bit of a stretch as well, and then be done. So we're coming back up to the back, and we're just lifting our bum up off the floor, waking our way up towards the head. Okay? But a few clicks going on for me. Cool. Again, do a bit of an angle to the side, other side. That's great. And just have a wee relax there. Popping down, stretching the chest out a wee bit. And coming up. Right back. Coming up. Back here. And coming up. Okie dokie. Right, my friend, just to do our last finish, it's just a lovely little child's pose. The sun's starting to come in, so it's getting a bit bright here. Right, so knees coming out, and just hang out here. Give yourself a moment, decompress, and just hopefully have a wee think, have a wee listen to your body, seeing if anywhere else needs some attention and love. Thank you for hanging out with me today, and we will catch you next time. Let me know how you went, and would love to hear everything. Okay, see you next.